Hey, it's X. This is just going to be a small guide showing you how you can run and do air orbs if you want, slightly efficiently. I mean, it's super AFK, and this is the way that I do it. Basically, the main things that you want to have is the wilderness sword. You can bring something for bladed dive if you want, but don't bring something expensive that you'll lose, like Excalibur. I like to bring the necklace of shadows so that my yak familiar so I don't lose my familiar points, so when I have to resummon a new yak, I don't have to like restore my summoning points. And then obviously you don't need the max cape, but it's faster banking for me. You can totally just only use the wilderness sword, right? So then what you're gonna want for your binds is you're gonna want pretty much how I have it in my backpack, where you have an air battlestaff. You can use a regular air staff as well. Cosmic runes, and this is how much you want in your inventory. And then for your beast of burden, your yak, you kind of want like this amount. So like not a full yak, not anything like that. Alright, and so right now for me, it's the preset is 1. So here's how my bar works. It's very simple. I have like 4 keybinds. So it's very simple. I'll hit 1 on my keyboard to start my preset, then I'll hit 1 again, and then I'll be in Edgeville. Alright? Then what I do is I turn this way and I surge, usually more straight, I guess, and then I'll bladed dive, and then by this time I'll switch to my air battlestaff, and then you just climb up these rocks here. I mean, sometimes I use the keybind 4 to put the staff on, and then I just hit 3 on the obelisk bear. And then you're going to be waiting quite a long time, and I'll update you what to do when the inventory gets full.
Take a deeper breath and give it time. You can walk the path among the lines.
Alright, so finally, now that that's done, this is the next important part of how I do it. So for follow information, you're going to want to make sure that interact is your follow familiar selection, and then you're going to drag this familiar thing right down to 2. So now when you hit 2, it'll interact with your yak, and then you hit 2 again, and it stores. So you're just hitting 2 twice, and then what you're going to do is your store on the orbs, then you store here, then you store here, then you store here, you store here, then you store here, and then 3, and then boom, and you AFK again. And then to bank, you can either use max cape, or you can just hit 1 on your keybind twice, and you will end up in Edgeville. And that is how I do air orbs. Super AFK. I mean, if you have a lot of battle staffs from bossing and such, then nice little AFK way to make a little bit of extra money. Definitely not a good way to be spending your time, but it's a guide for anybody who decides to use it, because it has low requirements, and of course if you don't have the agility, you can just run through the dungeon. Thanks for watching my guide.